Hey guys, welcome to another video review. Today we'll be looking at something that got asked ages ago by a Transformers fan, and basically says, can you review this guy? And I was like, I don't have him yet. Maybe I might get him. So anyway, it's the Dark of the Moon Shockwave. That's right, I got him. So let's just focus in on this rather than me. You can see the vehicle itself, it's pretty darn fantastic. It's not sure what it's meant to be. I think it's like a Cybertronian truck tank thing. Not really sure. It's kind of cool. I like the wheels. Kind of odd wheels, aren't they? It's one of those things where it, kind of landed on Earth, and you would have thought he'd make the effort of turning into something, but he kept his own form. Although he never actually uses this form, that I've seen of anyway. Probably would have made more sense if he kind of transformed into that big worm thing, but I suppose then he'd be the wrong colour and kind of look a bit dodgy. But yeah, I mean, the vehicle itself is quite cool. I really dig this whole tubing thing, which always pops out, but it's still cool. Falls out, but it's cool. So I'm really liking that. I like the whole design of it, to be fair. It's quite cool. I'm not sure what it is, but it's alright looking. I have no issues with it. That's the only issue with talking about vehicle mode, is there's not a lot to say. It's a vehicle. Although I do like to take this bit off, this side. Oh, I've done something to my arm. I'm an old man now. Anyway, I like to put it on this side. Yeah, it's because I'm a rebel I do this, you see. But anyway, I put it like that, rather than like that, like everybody else has it. I don't like it like that, so I have it this way. It looks quite cool like that, I thought. No? Well, I thought so. Shut up. But it's got four wheels, obviously the two at the front and then two little secret ones, which are meant to look like they're treads, so shh, don't tell anyone. But I mean, I don't look at it and kind of go, I can see the arms, legs and everything like that. It's actually all fairly well hidden. It's a really bright sun. Oh, that's right. It's going away now, isn't it? Yeah, you know better than to mess with me. Come get some! I looked straight at it for like 15 seconds then. How much of a stupid pillock am I? Oops. Shows what I learnt at school. But yeah, so I'm not going to really go into much more about this. It was never in the film, so it's just kind of because obviously you can't sell a Transformer without it being able to transform, so I'll transform this guy and I'll show you him in the mode we all know and love. Hey guys, so he's back. Now I like obviously this mode a lot more. So you see him there, hopefully you can see him there. There's so much glare on the screen I can't see if you can see him. There we go. As you can see, the light pipe is working really well. I mean, the sun's not even on it and it's still picking up the light, but there we go, I'll turn it a little bit. You see it's really lighting up now. It's a really good light pipe, I must admit. It's quite cool. They've done a good job on this guy. So, I mean, the whole look of him, it's pretty awesome. I like his feet. I like these like spike things, although I don't understand how Hasbro managed to get away with them. Kind of health and safety things. Well, they do look a little bit like a willy. That's going to put me off him now. Ew. Articulation on him is really good. He's got a swivel head, kind of 15 million joints in his arms, except for he hasn't got a proper swivel arm. Like you can't, well I suppose you can, but you can't make him properly point his gun like that without making him look like he's trying to reach for the sky or something. Legs have got double pivot knees, I think it is, just sheerly for the transformation. There's obviously no articulation in the ankles or waist. What I found really cool is if you have a look on his back, he's got these three bits. Come on, pick up on them. Or is that just glare? Oh, right. It has picked up. Sorry about that. Camera went funny. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, on the back, he actually has these three, well, part of the wheels. And in the game, you actually have to shoot at those to kind of kill him off, or scare him off anyway. So I think that's really cool that they have actually on the back. It's just a shame the game was crap. I bought it and it was half price. I thought it's going to be quite good. It looks quite good in the trailer. There's like 5 levels on it and you can't even like choose the level afterwards. You just have to go back and play it all again. Biggest letdown ever. I mean the levels were awesome, but it's just It's like they kind of went, you know what, 5 levels, and then I can't be bothered anymore. Then they come multiplayer, which I can't do because I don't have online stuff, so the game's irrelevant to me. Same with that Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. That's irrelevant to me because the only thing you can do is drive around normally. Boring! Except for if you're on Grand Theft Auto, which is fantastic. Love Grand Theft Auto. But yeah, figure itself, pretty awesome. It's got this mech tech function on it, which you basically push this grey button here, and it opens out like so. And obviously you can push it further forward, and if I try not to break off his arm, you can actually just clip it into place. So it does lock on, so you can keep it out, unlike obviously other deluxe versions. Except for Mudflapper, who I bought the other day, his mech tech weapon is really hard to move. I've tried loosening the screws, but no such luck. But yeah, I mean, this, originally I had issues with it falling out, but I've started to push it in a bit harder now, and it seems to be nice and sturdy. You know, it's got a good range of movement, and it's not popping out, so I think that's quite cool. Obviously, you can take this giant mech tech weapon off, as we all know, like so, and then just give him like a hand and a knife sort of thing. So he has got a second hand. You probably saw it. It's not overly well hidden. But if you just have a look at his head sculpt now, because I think that's the main point of him. So as you can see, it's such a wicked head sculpt. They have put so much effort into it, and with this light piping, which like I said, I'll turn his head a little bit, and you can see it light up a bit more. It just works so well. It looks like there's a little LED in there, so I think that's pretty cool. But just the head sculpt, I adore. I think it's amazing looking. Such badass looking thing. It's got very sort of, well, Soundwave sort of Megatron head, hasn't it? Because it's got these sort of bits like what Megatron has. So, but yeah, I mean, the whole layout of him is really cool. I like the way all of his treads have moved up here, and he's quite bulky along the top. Very sort of, feels like he could take on Ironhide if Ironhide hadn't died. Saying that, we should have seen he would die, because Ironhide died. Hyde died. It rhymed the whole time. We should have seen it. But it's a shame. I liked Ironhide. But anyway, we're not talking about Ironhide. We're talking about Shockwave here. Not to be confused with Soundwave, which happens quite a lot. Soundwave is a Mercedes. Shockwave is a bloke who has no lines at all. At least I don't think he did. I never heard him talk. But this poor guy kind of got shadowed by Sentinel Prime there, who's voiced by Leonard Nimoy. I think that's how you say his name. But I mean, the figure itself is really awesome. If you have the Deluxe Optimus and Megatron, then it works really well with them. And obviously the Deluxe Sentinel Prime coming out as well. Obviously, if you have the Super Optimus like me, this guy is smaller than him, so I'd probably get the Deluxe version if you want a smaller version than this. So. But yes, I do know this guy's coming out in Legend class as well. He looks quite cool in Legend class, I'll admit that. His face doesn't look right, but everything else does. But yeah, that's him, guys. I hope you enjoyed that review and a look at this guy. Somebody texted me the other day and said they were watching my reviews, and basically they said, "Yeah, I enjoy your reviews, even though you sound like you know nothing." And I says, well, to be fair, I said, I don't know anybody who'd watch my reviews for information. Nobody clicks on my channel and goes, do you know what, I'm going to watch this for information. They just don't. You wouldn't. My channel is random. There's no statistics behind it. There's no truth behind it. I just tell you about the figures and you guys kind of fill in the blanks. I don't do all the work. That's SithLord229. If you want Star Wars top end reviews, you go to him. If you want information on what episode Shockwave cacked himself, then you go to Piao or Optibotimus. Whereas you come to me for a bit of a random time, you know, I'm kind of the one-stop guy. I'm just your bitch. That's what I am. Anyway, hopefully you join me shortly for the Star Wars review. If not, oh well, I'll see you next week for another Transformers review. Until then, guys, buy me an ice cream.